All right, Sergio. So what we worked on was we moved you back just a little bit. Okay. I think a good position for you was just a normal shot, a good 10, 12 inches behind the dots. So after your first step, and what we did, we moved you back, but then the first step got a little bit bigger. Let's go to that first step here. And that's good. That's a good sized first step with a five-step approach. So we got kind of right, the ball of the foot is right around the dots on the approach, second set of dots. Let's go to the original shot here so you can see the difference on step one. So here you can see the dots are right in front of your foot here. Okay? Let's go to step one. So the heel got to the dots on that one with a short step. So now you have less room for the rest of your approach. Also, if you notice, look at the difference where your elbow is on the first step here compared to here. Held it very nicely back here. Okay? So then you just kind of ease that ball out. Okay? Let's get that ball right to about that rail. Let's get this one there. So even here, you can see that the ball's about the same height. Look how much more you're reaching out on this one. Okay, makes your arm look longer. Okay. At the end of the step, and at the end of the step on this one, the ball's not going to be quite as low. Got it back for the same. Ball's up about a half of a ball. That helps your shoulders from going forward. When you lock out, that brings your shoulders more forward. Okay? And that tends to, we worked on the timing and the feeling of a half a push away. Obviously, it was not really a half a push away. We had to fool your muscles not to not lock out. That locking out motion is very strong in muscle memory. And you can't just say, okay, let's not lock out. The muscles don't believe that. Right. So ball position on the next step is actually quite similar. Right. Backswing went up just a little bit higher. So the pusher was smaller, but the backswing went up higher. Okay? A couple inches. Okay? Not bad. Now, on the next shot I pull up on the right, I had you focus on the same thing at the start. Hold the push on step one. You might have pushed just a little bit early right there. Okay? But the other focus was a more relaxed swing. And when you thought about a more relaxed swing, look what the backswing did on this one. It went up even a couple inches higher.
Yeah.
Okay? The freer the swing, the more momentum the ball has, the looser the muscles, more range of motion. Not bad. Okay?
Yeah.
And that one, your ball speed came up to the mid-17 range. Right? Very nice. Footwork got a little bit better also. That third step kind of lengthened itself. Right? So let's look about the shape of the pusher. We talked about that. And let's put this on your DVD. We talked about this with some of the pros there, about the feeling of a big exercise ball underneath the bowling ball. Nice rounded motion. We don't want to see any angles. Everything is very rounded, like a backward C, just falling around the ball. Let me show you those pusher areas again. Look how the shape he creates is very rounded. Okay? Even Brian Voss, same thing. It's that out and around motion. There are no angles. Mick Steelsmith, a perfect example also. It's just a nice, simple, rounded motion. So you can see at the end of the push ray, he is not locked out with his arm. The way the ball swings his arm out for him as it swings. Okay? On your original shot, when you got that ball out, you were locked with the ball right about belt level. That brings your shoulders more forward. Okay? So in real-time motion, this won't look quite as round, but a little bit more like almost like a football shape. Okay? If we look at these push-aways, it's a little bit more rounded motion. This one you thought about half a push.
Yeah.
So it's just a little bit more relaxed motion. The other thing we did on this one, you can see how that left elbow's out. Your hand was kind of on the side toward the front of the ball. So I changed your left hand position slightly to under and a little behind the ball. And what that did, that made that left arm relax. See how the elbow's sticking out here? That's a little more muscle motion to do that. When it's in tight, you're more relaxed. It never hurts to be more relaxed before you start your approach. Okay? Let's look at that one in real-time motion. Okay? And again, a great push away. Out on two, that nice rounded shape. Good finish. Okay? Ball speed on this shot here was right around 17.6. Okay? So that was up 0.2 of a mile an hour from your original shot without trying to throw harder. Just a little bit better motion, a little bit freer motion. If we look at on step 3 here, let's go to step 3. We'll look at the size of step 3. And we compare that to the original shot. Step 3 got a little bit bigger. Well, your body is smart. We started you back further. So step 1 got a little bit bigger. And then step 3 also got bigger to get you to the foul line. So you're maintaining and building momentum better with your legs. When you use your legs better, you don't use your upper arm as much. Okay? Right? Much better. Then the last shot, which I did not film, but we did the cats on the last shot, we moved you back heels on the dots. Same thing, out on 2. Your ball speed went up to the low 18 range. Just because everything was moving faster.
Yes.
Okay? Same thing, if I pull up Pete Weber again, I'll show you those 2 shots. This is when he wanted more ball speed. Look where he's standing. And watch the pace of his feet here. Everything is kind of moving right from the start. Okay? This is when he wanted less ball speed. He moves up quite a bit. And then everything is just smaller. And see, he's still building speed, but he has less momentum right from the start. That's how these guys really adjust ball speed very effectively. Okay? We moved you 2 and 1 right, moved you back on the approach, and you hit right in the pocket and got a good strike with more ball speed without just trying to throw hard.
Okay.
So that's a good way to change ball speed when you need to, just by varying different amounts of momentum, not different amounts of muscle. Okay? All right, let's look at that last shot again. This is a really good looking shot right here. Nice and relaxed on the stance. Out on 2. Nice round motion. Nice and free. Okay? And the whole purpose we're working on this is to get rid of some of those shots where you misdirect the ball. Like today, your only misses were in. Okay? The last few shots you threw, you didn't miss in at all.
No.
And they read the lane very nicely. Okay? All right, everything makes sense?
Everything.
Good.